When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website. And now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
It is I, your lovable host, L. Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust. And yes, I did check today, and it is still live free or die. It is Monday, August the 3rd, in the year of our Lord 2015. It's August already. Welcome to August, everyone. The number that you can call to join the show this evening is toll-free 603-835-3224. Again, the number is 603-835-3224. Now, before we get into the show, I got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to go over, so we'll get to that. First, I want to thank everyone out there for all their prayers and well wishes for my father. As many of you know, many of you probably know, I've obviously been off the mic and out of the bunkerized home studio for about a week now. My father is, unfortunately, is not doing very well. And as a matter of fact, we are told that it is only a matter of time before he passes. And at this particular point in time, your prayers and your well wishes and thoughts are still extremely appreciated. Not for myself, but for my family and my father. Obviously, this is going to hurt my mother the deepest. And I got to tell you, the entire week that I was spending quite a bit of time in the hospital with him, and there are times when he seemed to be out of it and he was not himself, but there were plenty of times when he was awake and he was very lucid and coherent and knew everything that was going on around him. And he acted oftentimes a lot like his old self, being a little sarcastic. People wonder where I get my sarcasm from. I get it from my father. People where I get my stubbornness from. Now, I get it from both of my parents. You want to talk about two very stubborn people. I mean, that's try living with them. But I get it from them. But I also get something else from my parents, and that is my ethics. I get my work ethics, my social ethics, my personal responsibility ethics from my parents. Now, as many of you know, that my father is he's an Air Force veteran. More than 21 years of his life was spent in the United States Air Force defending this great nation of ours. He is also a Vietnam War vet. And like many vets of any war, he didn't often talk about it. Well, whether or not he liked to talk about it is irrelevant. He just didn't. And it seems like just about every vet I run into and I talk to, they all tell me that the real vets who actually saw real duty in a war type scenario, one of the things that links them all together, that makes them all similar, is that they don't really like to talk about it. And we've started to see something come about with some of the newer wars, if you will, about PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and how a lot of vets are going through this because they don't like to talk about it. So they internalize all of this. Now, I don't know how, vets of the past were able to compartmentalize and internalize their war experience, from World War I to World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam. Well, we know that many vets of the Vietnam War were kind of mentally unstable or mentally messed up. And then, of course, you have all the other skirmishes that have happened since the Vietnam conflict, including Grenada and Desert Storm, and to Afghanistan and Iraq recently. I don't know how I've never experienced war. So I don't know how you internalize it. I don't know how you cope with the type of devastation that you've probably seen. I don't know how you deal with the horrific death scenes, both of your enemy and your comrades. I don't know how you live every day in a war zone, knowing that it might be your last day on Earth. And I don't know how you come back from all of that and try to set that aside and live a normal life. And clearly there are some men and women who have trouble doing that. But they don't like to talk about it any more than most other vets who come back and somehow are able to cope and compartmentalize and live a normal life. They don't like to talk about it either. My father was no different. He just didn't like to talk about it. Well, he didn't talk about it. Whether he liked it or not, he never said. But I'm assuming that he didn't like to talk about it, or else he would have. But I notice that this is a man who didn't let anything really get in his way. He was a man of honesty, integrity, and it's sometimes it's very hard for us to understand the people in our lives, how important they are, until we find out either that they're not there anymore, or they're soon not going to be anymore. Now, there anymore, but I got to tell you, I've always known, well, at least being an adult, in my later adult years, I've realized how important both of my parents are to me. Before either one of them got, fortunately, my mother is in good health. And my father, he's been through a lot in his life. But I've understood the importance of both of them and how important they are to me, and the amount of respect I have for them is unbelievable. That is sorely missing a lot today with kids today. That there's no respect for their parents. Zero, zilch, nada. Yeah, to some degree that may reflect on the parents of not raising their children properly, so that respect is genuinely earned and disseminated. But I think society